So in scenario A, each digit can be repeated. And so we have a 3-digit password. There's going to be the first digit that's entered. Here's going to be the second digit that's entered. And here's going to be the third digit uh, that's entered. I'm going to remind us of the general counting principle. So the general counting principle says if event A occurs in n sub a ways and B in n sub b ways, they can occur together in n sub a times n sub b ways. And the reason this is important is that for this first digit, it can occur in 10 ways. It can be any digit 0 through 9. That's 10 digits. So that can occur in 10 ways for the first digit. The second digit, because it can be we can repeat the digit, it also occurs in 10 ways. Now the third digit, or the third event, can occur using the same logic in 10 ways, and so this is 10 to the third possible passwords that we can create. Now for scenario B, we have our digits, our first, our second, and our third digit. And the first digit, it can be any of the any of the 10 digits. So there are 10 possible digits for the first. For the second one, the second entry of the password, well, one of the digits has been selected already for the first entry. So there's only 9 that remain because no digits can be repeated. The counting principle tells us to multiply that. And likewise for the uh, third digit, 2 of them have been used, and so there's only 8 digits that remain. So by the counting principle, it's 10 times 9 times 8. We could have recognized this as a permutation and said, since no digit can be repeated, that tells us that order matters. Okay. Um, that is, if I have the password 092, that's not the same password as 902, where I've just reordered those digits. And so all I'm doing here is I'm selecting from the 10 digits, I'm selecting 3 of them with regard to order because these are different passwords. Order matters, so we can view this as as 10 permute 3. And this is nothing more using the formula for permutations. This is going to be 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 3 factorial. So this is going to be 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 1. In the bottom, we're going to have 7 factorial, so it'll be 7 times 6 times 5 all the way down to 1. And we'll notice that these things cancel right here. And we're going to be left with just 10 times 9 times 8. And so we could have gotten the answer using logic with the general counting principle, or you could recognize this as a permutation with the logic that we just went through. Okay, thank you very much.